Hello, Bl'Artagnan here with Heartless Gaze, the Ida Heretics Lufenia Plus fight. We're bringing a team of Beatrix, Iroha, and Golbez, and this time he's actually staying on the field. Before we get into it, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. You know that. God, I hate saying that. It just, it is helpful for the channel, and I appreciate any support you can give. Anyway, what do we got going on here? We are not stacking BT pluses this time. We're going to be trying to engage with the mechanics a little bit, to a degree, here and there, as needed. So we got Beatrix, who is, of course, fantastic in general. Iroha, who works well with Golbez, and Golbez is going to be dealing out probably the lion's share of our damage, we're hoping. It's going to be my first time using him, for real, and not just as, a BT meme lord, you know? So, Iroha, I haven't really used her at all ever, so I figured I'd use her here. Might as well, this is as good a place as any. We're using the Curse on Me base call after using her AA in order to get the enchant up, so that she's hitting for weakness along with, just like the other two. Mostly gonna be trying, I guess, explain my thought process. I don't know. This fight is really not difficult, but ooh, that was actually not bad. That was almost 500,000 damage, something like that. Good job, Golbez. But honestly, the big problem this fight has, not problem, but the big threat, I should say, is that every other turn, those little dudes on the side, they're going to heal the boss for 500,000 apiece, which is to say, 1,000,000 damage in total if you don't kill them. And so, I guess with that in mind, we're going to actually burst plus here with Golbez in hopes of killing them both, so that they don't heal the boss for 1,000,000 HP, because that would be annoying. Unfortunately, one of them survives at 1% HP, and that just kind of sucks. So that's 500,000 damage. All that good work Golbez did with his skill 1 earlier in the fight just got undone, but it's okay. Now, we're in a position where we can, well, this is I'm just kind of hit with Iroha for no reason, I guess. But yeah, the HP regen is probably the biggest threat in the fight, aside from, I guess if you bring the wrong team, the orb can be an issue. And technically, these guys have a very high eye brave, so they can get into a position where, if you're not bringing a well-built team, I'm sure one of them can, kill you if you get broken at the wrong time or something, but that's kind of par for the course with every fight, you gotta be able to manage the boss's brave. So, aside from that kind of really, unnecessary analysis, hey, what do you know, there we go, that was what, 600,000? Nice! Golbez! Dealing damage, I love to see it. Well, anyway, like I said, the main thing we're worried about is those darn HP regens on the minions. So we're gonna bring in twins to deal with that, because they can't heal if they're dead. That's an old saying of mine. Beatrix is just great, ignoring defense, counterattacking. Triple enemies means more counters, more splash. Bring the Jack Call here, which I haven't used in a hot second, because one thing with Golbez is that debuff real estate's important. You don't want to be pushing off that Dark Enchant. In my first run, I forgot about that because it's been so long, and I brought Ferris Call, and that didn't go great. There we go. I think that was about 1,000,000 damage, wasn't it? Well, here's 3,000,000 damage. Twins. Jesus Christ. Lordy. Anyway, so yeah, no heal from them. I'm gonna bring back his minions just in time, actually, because this maximizes Twins' BT effect again. This is similar to the Lamia fight with the Twins, in which we're going to be relying on them having two minions on the field to maximize Twins being there, but whenever the minions are about to do anything, Twins is just going to blow them up. So, that's pretty perfect. In the meantime, Golbez dealing... Oh, that was solid. Yeah, no. Enough damage that I don't feel bad using him, is what I'm going to say. We really must be in garbage time if Golbez is usable here outside of BT stacking teams. Technically, I think the Dragrand fight that we'll be getting after this is supposed to be the last, arguably non-garbage fight, or the first real garbage fight. I don't know. Depends on who you ask, I suppose. But I hear that one might trip you up if you're not careful. I was actually learning about it last night on Historia Crux, Cross 13's weekly DFFOO show of sorts with a whole slew of people. You can check that out on his YouTube channel. I'll link it in the description. But Cross is he's a fun fella to have around, and he's been commiserating with me on the Golbez Copium. So thanks, Cross. Now, Golbez BT time. Let's see how much damage we can pump out here. This should be pretty good. We got the Twins BT effect in play. We have Beatrix just kind of, standing there and being cool. As a rule with Golbez, both of his skills have uses, but they're kind of idiosyncratic. You're usually going to be using his skill 1, because it just does more damage in a vacuum. Or it has a higher floor, we should say. It also does more single target damage, which is what we want in this fight. There we go, nearly wiping them out. Oh, this is actually perfect. Twins can get a maximum Mega Flare, and that'll be pretty cool on the last turn. Very good. Very good. Nice. But yeah, his skill 2 is mostly for either reapplying the Imperil, or if you're like stacking BT effects, it actually has a higher ceiling than skill 1 if you're totally maxing on damage, Because it's, 3 dumps on all targets as opposed to 1 triple dump with splash. Does that make sense? I hope so. Hoping this is some education for you guys. Now, we want to keep that last stack of Jack on there, that last turn of Jack debuff, so we're going to the summon now. This does mean that if we get a summon, we would be messed up, except it take the orb up by 3. I don't know what that was about, but I'm not complaining. Iroha's back. We've used the Kurasame Other Call to enchant her once again so she can continue dealing weakness damage. Beatrix hitting real hard there. And we're about ready to close this out. 5% health. Gonna hit with that EX. Look at it. It's some good damage. Good job, Iroha. Maybe I should have been using her this whole time. Anyway, hit him with that Meteor. Hell yeah. 400,000 damage. You'll love to see it. And let's take this home with Clim Hazard. Ooh, Cap'n. Thanks. I think that was the Kurasame call making that happen. Anyway, there we go. Golbez through Lufenia Plus without having to rely on BTs. That's kind of cool. Well, I mean, he kind of still did, but I mean, that's just the era these days, isn't it? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I sure did. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Adios.